So you just now put that shirt on.
No,
when you saw that I was going to be wearing this shirt,
you literally
for the video,
I
didn't. I was already. I'm not in my pajamas.
You were, and then you changed
I'm
into
not
that.
either. It's 8:48 at night when we're doing this video.
and
the whole thing is she doesn't even know what the video's about.
Mm-mm.
No, and. It's how to be motivated, and that's why we're at 8:48 at night doing this, because it's so tough to be motivated. How do you motivate yourself? That's what we need to know. So what we need you to do is we need you to subscribe to the channel, comment what you do to motivate yourself every day, and then once we get enough comments, we'll do a video. So we thank you for joining us.
Aren't we still waiting to crack an egg on our heads or something?
For what?
Didn't I say like a long time ago that I would crack an egg on your head or something if we got 1,000 subscribers?
I know I get to eat these most stuffed Oreo cookies if we get 1,000 subscribers. But I'm telling you, it is so tough to be motivated these days. We do these videos to motivate people, but it comes a point. How do you motivate yourself? I'm just tired of having to motivate myself every day.
Honestly, looking in the mirror, you are awesome.
Well, now I like saying that every once in a while.
That's motivating. Sometimes that's hard for me though. Like it's hard for me to look in the mirror sometimes and say, you're awesome, you're beautiful, whatever it is I'm struggling with that day.
Look into that camera and say, you are beautiful. Sit up straight and say, you are beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Thank you. I know I am. And even though you're talking about yourself. I know, you know. Hey everyone. My name is Chad. I am a Jesus follower and I am the pastor at Henderson General Baptist Church.
And I am KK the PK.
Yes, and we are wanting to take just a moment of inspirational humor of how
You got this. You can do it.
Motivate yourself. I'm here to tell you it's tough. And not every day do we get up and we feel highly motivated. And oftentimes people wait to be motivated, then do it. So we want to talk to you about 700 ways of how to be motivated. Or you can just listen to a couple of scripture and realize that we struggle with that from time to time. Even though I did put this shirt on for this video and didn't realize it was that color you were wearing and I had blue already, that motivates me because I know God has a purpose and a plan for my life. So how do you motivate yourself every single day, Caitlin, with all the struggles you have, having to get up, going to rehab 3 days a week?
Yeah, a lot of times I just have to stop and look back at all the progress I've made, because sometimes now that I'm farther into the rehab process, I guess you'd say, I'm not seeing like big changes. Like before, whenever I was first out of surgery and I couldn't walk, like getting to walking, that's a big change that you notice very easily.
Absolutely.
And now it's very small things, but I look back and I see right now I can move my ankle almost as far as my left ankle. I can move it almost as far as my right one. And sometimes it's hard because I'm like, well, why can't I move it all the way to the right one? So it's still a little bit discouraging. But then I look back and think, when I first got like back home, I couldn't move that ankle at all. So all that progress I've made helps me to like have hope and see that it's still gonna keep going and getting better.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like people with weight loss when they get on a diet and the first week or two they lose 5-10 pounds and they're like, I got this thing, and then it kind of levels off.
And something I've even heard with weight loss before is that if like you measure yourself and you see like the inches you're losing or whatever, and what's cool about like the measurements is that, for example, with my ankle, we have the measurements of how far I can move how far I could move it. And when I first got to outpatient therapy, it was like 0 degrees. Like I couldn't move it at all. And now, I don't know what a normal one is. 90? I don't know. But I can get it really far now, and seeing like the measurement difference, like,
If I can move my feet 90 degrees,
true.
My shins are going to be hurting.
I think like the other day she told me it was like a 42 degree difference from a few weeks ago.
4 to 2 degrees?
42.
42?
Like a big difference. That's how much.
I think her numbers are wrong. We'll give you an update on that next week. 42 degrees? Oh, I guess though, because you wasn't even able to go level. Your feet were pointing down already. Yeah, so when you would walk, you were constantly hitting the floor and stuff like that.
So seeing those numbers, even though I may not be physically seeing a change, or I'm not getting that connection to my brain like I want it to, or to my foot from my brain like I'm wanting it to, I'm still seeing those numbers, and that's like really motivating. Or with my fingers, sometimes I can move them just a little bitty bit, and it's like, why can't I move them more? I could sit around saying, why can't I move them more? I can barely move them. But to me, like, I can barely move them. That's something. That means that they're still alive. Like, they're still hope.
So I want to give you two verses, and then I just want you to think, because I want us to do just a little more of this, how to motivate yourself, because it is tough. And don't make any mistake about it. Motivation's not going to just come along and smack you upside the face and go do it. It's just not going to happen. I'm telling you, I am so sore this week from working out. I am hurting, and you're like, man, why?
Because that means you're working hard, though. Because, like, my therapist...
Either that or I'm in really bad shape.
When I tell my therapist I'm sore, they're like, yes, that means I worked you hard.
Exactly. So... how do you motivate yourself? How do you do this? There's a special scripture that I remind myself of often. It's found in 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 6, where it reads this. This is why I remind you to fan into flames the spiritual gift God gave you when I laid my hands on you. Verse 7, for God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control. Here's what I know. Everything in this world will try to beat you down. Everything around you will try to stop you from moving forward. Everything will try to make you not appreciate the day in and day out heartaches that come our way. And I said appreciate them, yes, because I know this about pain. It does let me know that I'm still alive. And
something that my dance teacher has always told me since I was 3 or 4, every time I say I can't do it, she would always add yet to it. I can't do it yet. So just because something isn't happening or you can't do it yet, then just let that motivate you to like say, I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to one day.
Yet. Or, I currently struggle with.
That's a good one.
Yes, I currently struggle with growing hair. I currently struggle with, and therefore I will continue to struggle with that one. But here's what I know. You have to fan into flames. You have to make yourself get up and stop waiting to be motivated. There are things in your life that you want to conquer and you want to do, but you keep putting it off and you're not doing it.
And there's this quote, I don't know who actually said it, but it's, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That was probably me. It sounds really good, so it's probably me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I used to coach softball. And, some of the teams that I coached, I would get up there and I'd go, hey, you got to swing the bat. But I was going to wait for a first strike. Yep, and when it comes, you didn't ever have an opportunity to hit it. Swing the bat. Get up there. But motivation, it's tough. And I want you to know that what you're going through and what you're enduring, maybe you're the only one that is. And it's tough to get up every day and keep living. I want you to know there is purpose in this life. And how do we do this? You fan into flames those spiritual gifts God has given you. That love, that power, that self-discipline, that self-control, that thing that says, I can do this, so I will do it. Not only can I do it, but I must do it. Get up and do it. Not because you're motivated to, but because you looked at motivation in the face and you said, you didn't show up today, but I did.
So get up and get her done.
Get her done today. There's going to be more on this because I promise you it's tough to stay motivated. And when motivation gets up and walks out of the room, how are you going to do it? You have to fan into flames. That spiritual gift.
You're gonna like, subscribe, and share with your friends.
I would appreciate it. It would help me to be more motivated. It would help me to be more motivated. It would help me to be more motivated. Go share this thing already.
So like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And we will see you guys next time.
We're going to really be motivated? Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably cut that out.